Nah, I'm good.
It's awesome.
Where do we stand?
Right there is great. Hello, guys. Can everybody hear us okay? Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on this nice breezy day in Crested Butte. Crested Butte has always represented a really amazing part of our past, and I'm so excited to be sharing it all with you today. To get things started here, Casey and James really wanted to stress that this celebration here is not just for you guys to just watch them get married, but more for us to all experience this together. When I was talking to Casey and James, I was asking them about who they were inviting, and one of the things they stressed is that they were inviting everybody who they felt were going to be a part of their life going forward. Every single one of you. And on top of that, you are their community. So, with that being said, James and Casey, can you please take a look around at everybody who's joining you here today? What you have here is your community. And if you look a little closer at everybody around you, you'll also see that we finally have a de facto answer on what the heck mountain cocktail attire actually is.
Looks good.
But more importantly, to everybody out there, thank you all for coming. And James and Casey have a special little request from all of you. You see, we don't have any ring bearers here. And the reason is because we're about to pass their rings throughout the whole audience, throughout all of you. And as those rings get passed around, we are going to be asking that you add some kind of blessing or well wishes or affirmation to the couple as they go through. And then honestly, just we'll see where they end up when we need them. We'll figure that out. But yes, so with all that out of the way, thank you so much for joining us here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is John. I am James's brother, and I have the pleasure of talking to you today while James and Casey awkwardly just stand and stare. It's really great to be here with you. I've had the pleasure of knowing these two throughout their entire friendship, but really got to see their relationship blossom. From the early days of many adventures and many nights with board games, to battling Lily over how many of the couches she can get onto, a battle Casey will never win. But also to seeing what exactly it means when James puts his mind to something. Like that time where James, my dad, cleared out Casey's beloved backyard full of brush in about a week. The shock on Casey's face was amazing. But what was more amazing was the joy that followed when that same brush-filled backyard was full of serene gardens. And that really sums up a lot about these two relationships, which is very much of, it starts with maybe some uncertainty, but always a smile, and ends with joy and happiness. And so, while I have so much to say about these two, there's also somebody who I felt know these two a little bit better than I do. And while unfortunately she couldn't be here today, I asked a favor from their dear friend Kaylin to write a little something about what makes these two special. So excuse me while I open my iPad and tell you. So from Kaylin, James and Casey's story began in college, not as a whirlwind romance, but as two friends pulled towards adventure and midnight pancake parties at Colorado College's dining hall. Two people drawn to the same things: curiosity, exploration, a love for the world around them. From the start, it was never about racing to some finish line. It was about loving the moment itself and the friendship they found along the way. For them, adventure has never been about arriving. It's about discovery, about thriving in the unfamiliar. Now, James probably would want me to tell you all about the cliffs he's skied off of, the waves he surfed, or the off-beaten trails he's biked. But instead, I want to tell you about a time on a surf trip when he dove headfirst into a hot tub. Once, when we sand clogged the Airbnb hot tub on a surf trip and a $1,000 fine loomed, James strapped on goggles and dove in using everything from turkey basters to silly putty, surfacing between laughs as he painstakingly collected every grain of sand. That's who he is. Whether it's sports or startups or a hot tub, James never half does anything. Now, Casey lives just as boldly. She's persistent in the best way, sets her sights on a goal, and sees it through with courage and commitment. When she decided she wanted to go to become an architect, she went for it, straight to Berkeley, one of the best schools out there. And when adventure calls, she's all in. Not because she wants to be the best, but because she fully commits so well. She doesn't just go on a surfing trip or a diving trip. She meets up with me to swim laps for months at the neighborhood pool leading up to the trip to train. She doesn't take herself too seriously, quick to turn wipeouts into comedy and missteps into self-deprecating jokes. She's the first to laugh and the first to say, why not? That's them. James, steady, always searching for innovative solutions and ways to challenge the norm. Casey, noticing the wonder in the small details, boldly moving through life with humor, courage, and intention. They ground and challenge each other in ways that make both stronger, perfect balance of movement and meaning. These days, they're chasing Lily the dog, laughing until their stomachs ache, nudging each other towards new perspectives, staying humble, staying curious, always saying yes. And now, marriage is simply their next big adventure. One they'll navigate like they always do, on a tandem, wide-eyed, ready for whatever the unfamiliar brings. And so I thank Caitlin for those words, because she so aptly put what I could not. And on that same note, I would like to bring up somebody to also say a few words. Marilyn, would you care to join us?
You want to help her up?
Yeah. We're good.
I'm good. I'm good.
I'll hold it for her.
Yeah, he can hold the parking lot.
Is the, you got it.
Yeah, this is your day.
I'll try it. Okay. All right, cool.
What's up?
Take it away.
Well, I have to say, I am thrilled and so blessed to be here. Casey is a delightful, bright, and active granddaughter. She's the perfect example of someone who doesn't have to live near me, but to keep very well connected, and she has all through the years. I tended her, she's a terrific shopping buddy. She'd come to Long Beach Island, we'd run to her favorite store, and she'd find what she wanted. It was fun for me and everybody, and her sister too, and joined us. She always had to make sure that I got something too, because when we were shopping, Grandma, it's your turn, and that's Casey. She's not perfect right now, okay. So many of her generation are what I call me people. Are interested in just what they can do for themselves. But Casey is just the opposite. She's not a me person. She's got caring and empathy are just natural for her. And because of that, she makes and keeps all these friends that I've seen this weekend and had so much fun with. It's just amazing. But that's her personality that does it. She's also very eager to try new things. The most recent was scuba diving. Now, I knew she was taking lessons, and I've seen her when she was in Thailand doing a lot of the things she did in Thailand. But this was by far the most horrifying when I saw her. There she is, jumping from the boat into the water, and there are sharks. And they're swimming around. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, where did she get this from? From you.
Oh, I don't know.
I lost it again. Excuse me. I had it on paper, but I made changes so that I have to. Okay. And Casey is also responsible for so many of my firsts. Actually, having me speak today at a family gathering is a first. But in addition, this whole weekend has been a first for me. I was part of the bridal party getting ready. Everybody doing the makeup and the hair, which of course you tell we all have our hair done. And it was lovely. I met all of her friends again. I saw them once at Colorado College, and it was just so heartwarming for me. It's been hard for me not to cry, and I've tried not to. No, I love sitting there really, because the sun goes out.
Do you want
Sorry.
me to, can I hold it for you?
That's because I did have it written out, but I changed it, and then I had to take it from my iPad and put it on here. All right, so that's one of my firsts. At other times, she encouraged me to do things well beyond my own comfort zone. One of those was swimming with the dolphins in the Bahamas. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I grew up afraid of animals, and I worked hard not to be. And I certainly was not going to get in with the dolphins, but I did. And by the time it was time to get out, I even petted the dolphin, and I loved it. So she gave me other new things to do, which was great. She also convinced me to join them, and I had a great time when the family rented ATVs in Honduras. I planned to watch. Casey said, no, you have to go. And Jill said, yes, you're going, and you're going on the back of my ATV. And I did. And I was very nervous in the beginning, but I had a great time, and I wasn't ready to get off when the time came. So that was great too. I don't remember when Casey had a video of yoga and gave Jill and me a lesson. We were someplace together, and she brought the video, and I was wanting to know about yoga, and she was doing yoga all the time. It was right after she graduated. So we had a lesson, and I still do yoga all the time. It doesn't show in my legs today, but I do it several times a week. I do, and it made a big difference. I don't think Casey does yoga anymore, because she does all these other harder activities that I would never have attempted. I just keep going. It keeps coming out. I continue to do yoga even though you don't. So Casey taught me so many things that I thought I could never do. So you're never too old to learn new things from your kids, your grandkids, and I'm a firm believer of that. Casey and James have known each other since Colorado College, and their friendship continued over the years. Should I say they finally found each other? And James is even responsible for one of my firsts. I was staying overnight one day, and I wanted James made me coffee. He says, "What do you take in your coffee? Sugar?" I said, "No, I just take milk." And he looks at the refrigerator. "Well, I don't have regular milk, but I have oat milk, and I'll give you oat milk." I said, "Okay." Well, I have to tell you that I since buy oat milk for my coffee constantly. You taught me something new. It's much better.
I agree.
You do. I
agree.
agree. It's perfect. So why does it keep going out? I have to keep going back now. Okay. So I'm thrilled that Casey and James have really found love. They both live in the moment. I think your friend said that, which was interesting. They do. They live in the moment. And I feel certain that they will care for each other and take care of each other on the long haul. Congratulations, and mazel tov, and all my love.
Thank you.
Love you in the future. Okay, so I'm going to walk that. And I can, just you can't go up the stairs. Just walk up the steps, thank you.
Let's hear from Aaron. We'll watch that.
You're hooked on Casey's dress.
What?
You're hooked on Casey's
Wow, oat milk. Who knew?
Wow.
All right. So next up,
Next up.
James and Casey have prepared some vows for each other, and it's time to share that. Do you like to go 1st?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need that. Okay, James. The decision to marry you has been the easiest one I've ever made, the easiest big decision I've ever made. And I'm pretty sure I decided it like a year and a half, 2 years ago when we first made out, and unexpectedly for us, not for them, I guess. And I'm pretty sure in that moment I said, this is high risk, high reward. Either we are going to be together forever and have a family and get married, or we have to stop it right now because this is not a friendship I'm willing to risk. And I think in that moment, or maybe the next moment, you said, no, I want what you want. And I completely trusted that, because you are one of the most intentional people I've ever met. And you think about everything before you say it, which makes me crazy, but is also pretty comforting. And the way you communicate is thoughtful and calm and collected and grounded. And some might describe me like that, but I can also be like a little high energy and like anxious sometimes, but I can control it. But really, having you like on my team full time is incredibly regulating. For the past 15 years, our friendship has been one of the most consistent that I've ever had. And when it became romantic, it only got like better and more secure. And I think the security is what allows us to be vulnerable with each other and with other people, and allows us to challenge ourselves and grow. And one of the things I love most about you is your like quiet confidence mixed with your multifaceted passions that allow you to excel at everything that you do. I think you approach everything with like curiosity and openness and a lack of judgment, and that's what allows you to really thrive. And that's something that I learn from you every day. We also just have like the most fun together. Whether it's like after work on the tandem, or going to a brewery with our friends, or mountain biking, or a weekend, or a longer van trip where we're, we go to California and we stay at a really cute winery, and then we hear the like surf's good, so we head to the coast, and then we realize we're not as good as we thought we were, and so we like head back inland, and maybe we like stop at a farm stand, and that like totally derails the day, but we're gonna have a really epic meal. And I think that's just something that I promise going forward, is like that I promise to approach every aspect of our life with that same intentionality. I promise to really like work with you to figure out what is the best thing for us, not what we should do or what we plan to do, but like what is it that we want in any given moment, and challenge ourselves past where we are. And I think one thing is like we're so happy and satisfied and content in our relationship, but I promise not to get complacent, and to continue to just push us to reach our relationship potential.
Sounds good.
And to be patient and joyful even when times are really hard. And to just keep having fun and maintain gratitude for like this relationship that we have. So love you.
Love you too. Love this one. I feel like this is
Fist bump.
I don't know. I liked it. Okay. Just kind of stretched out a little bit here. Wow. Thank you all for being here. So, not too long ago, our good friend Pat said to me, Casey is the coolest person who doesn't know they're cool. I tend to agree, Pat. You crowd surf through life on the outstretched arms of your friends, your community, occasionally total strangers on the other side of the world. You find the best in everyone immediately, and you place your trust in them. And then they open their hearts to you. It's been inspiring to watch you do that over almost 2 decades. It's sometimes a little scary, to be honest, but I'm addicted to it. And now I'm just one of all these people who are committed to holding you up, because you've helped me, and I think you've helped everyone here find the best part of themselves through you. And so I vow to help you celebrate yourself just a little bit every day, because I know how cool you are, and these people all know how cool you are, and we want you to be reminded of that all the time too. They say it can take a lifetime to learn to be a child again. The joy, the curiosity. Is that corny? Sorry. It sounded good. Anyways.
It's good. It's good.
No, I like it. So, yeah. As a kid, it just comes naturally to be curious, to be joyful, to have a sense of wonder. And I just can't wait for us to grow young again together. So thank you.
Was that not so perfectly both of them? That was just awesome. Thank you both for that. It was absolutely beautiful. And now, time for the fun part. Allie, will you bring up the rings, please? Thank you all for handing them and adding blessings and affirmations. Awesome.
Yeah, just the
That's
rings.
perfect. Okay, just the rings. In case you said. Oh, hold on. That's ignore that. That was for Casey. Oh, okay. All right. Casey, can you put James's whichever ones of those on James's finger? Great. Awesome. Casey,
Oh, fits well.
do you take James to be your lawfully wedded husband through all of his random projects, endless adventures, and quiet, cool confidence, I think is what you said?
Yes. Oh, I do.
James, keep up the rings on Casey's fingers, please.
Double.
Yeah, double.
It's not okay.
James, do you take Casey to be your lawfully wedded wife through her endless excitement and optimism, through her goofy-go-lucky random times of excitement, and through her attitude of just saying why not and doing it?
I do.
Amazing. I'm so happy to hear this. And so with that, I now pronounce you husband and wife, and you can now kiss.
Oh, nice.
Hold my hand.
That works.
Aw, I want to walk